It's the WC quick reaction video. The Skins lose on Monday Night Football by the score of 26-15 to the Carolina Panthers, a team that's not going to make the playoffs. Won the NFC last year outright, and probably not going to make the playoffs. That's not taken away from the Panthers. They played a sound game. Played a solid game. Cam didn't light us up for 5 touchdowns, but he is 4-0 against the Redskins, which is something that's a little bit of a cause for concern if you rock with the Skins like I do. I think that this picture right here of Kirk Cousins' face is very symbolic of how they played this game. They just looked flat. I mean, this is a team and an offense that's basically been just about unstoppable. I think that, there's like maybe two other teams in the league that scored more points or has been more of a prolifical offense this year. Atlanta's definitely one of them. And the other team kind of escapes my mind right now. I think maybe Dallas, maybe. But the Skins have an offense that's been really, really good. The defense has been shoddy. Our playoff hopes took another hit tonight. We were in it and then we were out. Now we no, like we were out and then we were in and then we're back out. So we gotta win our next 2 games next 2 weeks. I think we play Chicago next week. So that's really not going to be a easy victory for us for what it's worth from what I see. Yeah, man. Like one thing that I can't stand about the way that this team is playing is like you really don't know what you're gonna get from the Skins on a week to week basis. You know what I'm saying? And they're too inconsistent right now to make a deep playoff run. And losses like this to Carolina it's a really bad loss on a ton of different levels. But the thing is that you really can't say that this is a bad loss overall because this is a team that was not that far removed from the Super Bowl. So if you're gonna lose to a team, why not lose to a team that's like this? There's a bunch of teams in the NFC that are vying for playoff spots. This is a really, really bad loss. I mean, like I know I just contradicted myself by saying that it's not a bad loss if you lose to a team that just was in the Super Bowl last year, but for what it means to our playoff run and how Carolina's played the entire season, it's a really bad loss. I'm short on stats. Don't ask me about stats in this game. Only stat that matters is the final score. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at after touchdown points, extra points being missed, and look at that and say that that's it. But I mean, it just seems like this team is underachieving, man. And this picture of Kirk Cousins is just very symbolic of how this game kind of went. I mean, Jordan Reed was ineffective. It was drop passes everywhere. When we tried to run the ball, we couldn't. The Panthers defense is everything that like they're everything that you think that they will be, but they're not everything that you would think that they would be. They were deceptible. You know what I'm saying? They gave up a couple of big plays, but not enough big plays to lose the game. I mean, it is what it is. Let me know how y'all feel about this game right here. And who do you guys think is going to fill out that sixth spot, that fifth and sixth spot in the NFC Wild Card race? I mean, right now it doesn't really look like the Skins going to be there, man. I mean, I got faith in my team, but you never want to leave it down to other teams losing so your team can get in. I mean, you never wanted to be that. But Kirk Cousins' face is basically how everybody in DC looks tonight after this loss. This is a really bad loss. Even though technically it's not a bad loss, on paper it's a bad loss. So let me know how you guys feel. It's the WC. I'm gone for now.